Audionovelas 2.0, Jiji.
Skill, Sense Weakness, Weak Level 1 activated, cost 1 magic energy per second, Racing Thinking Skill, Weak Level 1 activated, cost 1 magic energy per second. Well, I have 150 magic energy and that leaves me with 75 seconds of time. I shoot out like an arrow, decapitating the first goblin I see with a vertical attack, seconds 3. Without losing continuous momentum with the attack, cutting off another 2 more heads with the same attack, seconds 5. The goblins stare without reaction at the heads of their colleagues who fell to the ground without understanding what happened. Continuing with the impulse, I turn about 180 degrees and take a stick from my object box and grab it with the other hand, second 7. Continuing with another 180 degrees, I throw the stick like a throw and impale 2 goblins through the chest, making them scream in the process, 10 seconds. The goblins jump and see me, 12 seconds. The goblins rush my way, losing spin momentum. I attack again from a distance, and I managed to lower a goblin from a distance by piercing its eye with a stick, seconds 14. A goblin tries to stab me with a rusty weapon, seconds 15. I dodge it centimeters from my body and with a strong blow to its stomach I send it away to fly. The goblin shot out while spitting blood and colliding with a goblin in the process, 17 seconds. 2 goblins throw pebbles at me with all their might, each pebble measuring between 5 centimeters to 10 centimeters, 20 seconds. Dodgy one stone and the other caught it with one arm and returned it back, opening the skull of a goblin, second 23. The goblin is surprised to see her partner on the ground and that delays her for about 4 seconds. While 2 goblins they run up, I prepare another stick, and head towards the 2, second 26. I stab both of them, one with the stick and the other with the spear, and get a slight cut on my cheek as a result and ignore it, second 30. As every second is important, I don't take the spear backwards, but instead I finish going through the goblin and quickly take the spear out of the other side of its torso, second 32. When I recover my spear, I quickly go towards the goblin, which is stunned by the open skull of his partner, second 34. In the course of addressing the goblin, I cut another goblin that had fallen to the ground when I sent a goblin flying that collided with it. The goblin stunned to see me freezes in fear and I pierce his heart with the spear, second 36. The rest of the goblins are paralyzed in their places when they see me finish off their companions in an instant, second 38. I don't stop and I quickly go towards the other 7 goblins and their leader and I prepare another stick, second 40. I throw the cloth to the leading goblin, protecting his face, and attack horizontally 2 goblins that protected themselves, going through one and cutting the other's neck in half, second 43. 2 goblins attack me at the same time for 2 different sides, second 45. I manage to kick a goblin and the other I catch his rusty weapon with one hand, making me bleed, and quickly withdraw my spear, second 47. With my spear again, I stab the goblin who had previously grabbed his weapon with my hand, second 49. 2 goblins try to attack me from behind. At the same time the goblin leader recovers his vision and furiously attacks me with all his might vertically with his axe, second 52. I managed to dodge the goblin leader's axe by just a bit. I ducked as fast as I could and took out my spear, and apparently the goblin leader's attack cut the goblins that were coming from behind me in half, second 55. After the attack the goblin was left exposed by not being able to control the recoil of the axe, and with my spear I try to pierce the throat of the leading goblin. I managed to make a cut. Unfortunately it was not a critical hit, nor in a weak point. If it were a human it would surely be a hit in the weak point, but it is not deep, second 60. The leading goblin screams in pain with some blood in his mouth and drops the axe in the process. The scream makes the remaining 3 goblins freeze, and he hits me with his arm while protecting me, second 64. The blow makes me go back a few steps and drop the spear. Seeing me unprotected, the leading goblin pounces on me at full speed, just like sumo wrestlers, seconds 68. Confident of his victory in catching me, he looks at me with a look of victory that quickly it changes to one of bewilderment. he did not expect me to get caught on purpose, and at the same time that he caught me I took out 2 sticks and pierced his eyes. Second 70. The other goblins, seeing their dead leader, one runs away, and the other 2 remain frozen in the same place. Second 72. I quickly take out the sticks from the eyes of the leading goblin and throw one at the one who is escaping. Second 76. I quickly go to where the other goblins are immobile, and when they see me they start a desperate attack towards me, and I pierce one with the stick and I pierce the other with my hand in the shape of a spear, and I receive a cut on the arm that began to bleed. Second 78. I feel a sudden tiredness and physical exhaustion, and I prostrate myself in the ground panting. That was dangerous. If I knew that running out of mana would be so exhausting I would have thought better of it. Luckily the unique skill, Infinite Being, all base stats increase by 1% every minute spent in battle and decreases by 1% every minute until you reach the initial base stat state. It gave me almost 2 extra seconds in the battle. If it wasn't for that, I could have received a deeper or fatal cut if it reached my neck. Level of the main character has risen to level 7. The abilities: Superhuman Vitality, Superhuman Strength, Superhuman Sense, Superhuman Stamina, Superhuman Reaction, Superhuman Agility, Magic Resistance, Shock Resistance. They have risen to level 5. The abilities: Resistance to status changes, Defense against physical blows, Defense against magical attacks, Stamina. They have been upgraded to the following: Superhuman Resistance to status changes, weak level 1. 200% increase. Superhuman Defense against physical hits, weak level 1, 200% increase. Defense over human against magic attacks, weak level 1, 200% increase. Stamina over human, weak level 1, 200% increase. Great, but now that I hear it, I haven't added a name, I haven't thought of anything yet, everything happened so fast, I'll come up with something. After 10 seconds I get up. Even though I want to continue resting I can't, I have to look for the other fairies. When I get up the fairy crashes against my chest. Wah-a-a-a-a-a-a-a, I thought you were going to die, wah-a-a-a-a-a, sniff, 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 don't do something so dangerous again, you really had me very worried, wah-a-a-a-a-a, I stroke the small head of the fairy to try to calm her down. Calm down, everything is fine, it was just a superficial cut, it's nothing to fear, I'm just a little tired from the effort, nothing more.